Okay. So, very good morning to Sir Muhammad Fahmi bin Bahauddin. Today, our topic is education due COVID-19 pandemic. My name is Neha Anapurumpanagia. Number matrix is 1680 20F2014.
My name is Kishan Analagi Raman. My metric number is 16D80F2019.
My name is Katirasan Analaki Balasubramaniam. My matric number is 16D8020F2015. So now I want to the introduction for the education. First, it is the most important organization to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic is higher education institution. The COVID-19 pandemic has tested the extent to which both academics and students are prepared to adopt and use the technology in their online learning activities. Many students during the COVID-19 period had no alternative but to deal with advanced online information and communication technologies. The sudden adoption of this online service during the pandemic may have some negative effect on student life, as there are a number of issues that may hamper and demotivate many students during the learning process. Next slide. Okay, now I want to talk about the issue arise from the COVID-19 pandemic for education. First, information and work overload. As in the picture A, demonstrate more than two-thirds of students, 69.5% who took in the research feel overloaded when following up their online courses, while 13.5% of the students declare no feeling of overload feeling. There could be many reasons for this. Firstly, previously research has reported the interest as exhibit extensive concern for finishing the syllabus on time, which is the result of fear and panic among educators regarding how to complete the program of study. As in the picture B, student overload feeling and cause during online courses. A student overload feeling B, causes of information overload during courses. Secondly, the design of teaching plan remains untouched even though COVID-19 has been forced education system to change the way they teach and communicate. Some teachers and students have little experience or training in using, assessing, and managing online distance education. Next slide. The second point is stress on work given by teacher to student. Students using different online learning platforms during COVID-19 are expressing five major sources of stress. First, more than 62% of respondents report pressure from having too many online tasks included in this platform. Second, limited and weak internet connection as stated by more than 51% of the respondents. Third, more than 51% of students reported unfamiliarity with the study environment and new normal study practice in their home. Fourth, 37.3% of students reported stress due to inadequate resource relevant to subject they are learning. Fifth, 20.4% of students worry they may become victim of COVID-19. That's only for me. Now I give to my next member.
Okay. Now I like to continue from the problems of microeconomies. The first is unemployment. During the economic recession, normally there will be higher unemployment rate because labor supplies exceeds demand. The non-employment rate is calculated by total unemployment divided by the total employed plus total unemployed. According to Bureau of Labor Statistics (BLS), a person can be considered as employee is the aged above 16 years, able to work for their employers and not engaged in the self-service, for example, like housewife. For those unemployment person is not engaged in any employment and they are available for the job but unable to get the job successfully. Next slide. Okay, now we see about inflation. One of the inflation that occurs in education industry is great inflation. This phenomenon in particular affects the credibility of institution of higher learning, courses of study taken and university selection. The rising trend of great inflation has significant negative implication for researchers to take this issue seriously. Great inflation provides the opportunity for mediocre students to share the same grades with outstanding students. This is extremely unfair to outstanding students because the assessment is carried out regardless of students' actual achievement. Such scenario can hinder the motivation of the students to reach their full potential. In emphasize that granting grades is intended to convey valuable information to students, identifying their strengths, financial and officers, funding allocation, graduate school decision making, and employer job application screening. This study has been proposed to examine the trends, casual factors, and propose solution to the issues of great inflation between teacher education institute. The next part of this presentation will continue by Sneh. Thank you.
The last one is the solution to overcome the problem of microeconomics. The first one is overcome for unemployment. Government should maintain a coherent national policy to support lifelong learning with stable funding for skill training. A lifelong education should not be exploited as a tool for political propaganda or personal pursuit. Second one, higher learning institutions, skill-based institutions, and relevant authorities need to move away from the current highly pedagogical supply-driven system. An industry-led program which mirrors the real job will reduce frictional unemployment. Students can enroll online or to a face-to-face boot camp in the first year. Subsequently, they can join the industry as apprentices and start working full-time while studying part-time. Solution to overcome for inflation. Control over demographic aspect. Over the decades, the number of students entering higher education institutions has increased dramatically. The increase in the number of female students is greater than that one of male students. Different in demographic characteristics from students' gender aspect are likely to have an impact on grade achievement in higher education institutions as each gender has different level of academic achievement. Therefore, it is important to control the student demographic factor when estimating student achievement. Second, control over courses offered. In addition to the demographic changes, the selection of courses offered by higher learning institutions also contribute to the gradient of grade difference. The percentage of students graduating with degrees in pure science, social science, and education has dropped. However, decline in lower profession such as social science and education has been offset by increased enrollment in other major. Therefore, courses offered in various fields need to be balanced. These are the conclusion for the topic today. The COVID-19 has certainly impacted the education industry. Education institutions in Malaysia face financial losses, disruptions in schedule, and ongoing classes, while staff and students face additional stress. In the medium term, rising unemployment among contractual staff is be expected as education institutions find way to cut costs. COVID-19 has also widened the disparity between the privileged and less privileged students. More than everyone, higher education ministry need to consult all public and private education institutions in Malaysia to navigate the post-COVID-19 world. University and college also need to be better prepared for unexpected crisis situation. Thank you.